Hi everyone. I know it's been a long time. I have just entered the 10th grade, but I never forgot about the road to PS5. I hope to finish this as soon as possible. So cheer me on. Before we start, click the like and subscribe. So today's book is the bo- is Mindset, written by Carol S. Dweck. Now let's start. Some people think everyone has fixed intelligence. You can't make it higher or lower. Based on your fixed intelligence, you will get a job which you are entitled to, and you should not try anything hard. Otherwise, you will be a disgrace. Well, this was a summary of the fixed mindset. In this gist, I'll share a growth mindset which helps you and your surrounding members to have a better life overall. 1. Growth mindset. Intelligence and etc. can be changed. It's all about what you do for that. Effort. You confront challenges, they know their strengths and weaknesses, but they put the effort to make the weaknesses strong. Their belief is the love of challenge, belief in effort, resilience in the face of setbacks, and greater, more creative success. Number 2, inside the mindset. Fixed mindset world. Fixed traits. Success is proving you're smart or talented. Validating yourself. Failure is a bad grade. Losing a tournament. Getting fired. Rejected. Failure means you're not smart or talented. Effort is bad. Smart ones don't need it. There should be no risk. They are non learners. They only believe in happily ever after. They stop when there's an obstacle. They feel smart when they are flawless, smartest, fast, or when they feel it's too easy. They feel like God when they succeed. Nothing can stop them. But when failure hits, then nobody. Once again, one I failed is equal to I am a failure. It defines you in the fixed mindset. There is no recipe for overcoming it also. In CEOs, the fixed mindset hurts like they stop innovating after succeeding once. They feed on the prior success. And people with the fixed mindset are more likely for depression. If effort is what is needed, it means no more excuses, and that too is scary. Our childhood stories like the rabbit and the tortoise teach effort is only for those who don't have the ability. This is wrong. Everyone should put in the effort. Now, what is growth mindset? Growth mindset has changeable qualities, and you're stretching yourself to learn something new, developing yourself. Failure is not growing, not fulfilling your potential. Failure is effort is what makes you smart or talented. They take risks, they are learners. They thrive on challenges, they get better. They feel smart when they can do something they couldn't do before. Nothing defines them, not your test scores or how your friends think about you. Elvis Presley, Charles Darwin, Michael Jordan were not considered with huge potential when they were small. You can't measure potential. It's up to you. You're not entitled for anything. Talent can take you somewhere. It's effort which keeps you there or higher. There is enough of room for everyone. Don't be envious of those who take the next step. There isn't any I could have been. No need for confidence. Whatever you do, you will do it wholeheartedly in the growth mindset. Number 3, the truth about ability and accomplishment. The transition to junior high is a time of great challenge. At this time, the work gets harder, teaching becomes less personalized, and on top of this, they have to adjust to the new adolescent bodies. Students of the fixed mindset saw this as a threat. It would show they are losers. So, they protect their egos by not trying. The low effort syndrome. The growth mindset saw it as a chance of growth. You can grow at any point of time, just need to put in the effort. Not everyone are created equal, but with the right mindset and the right teaching, people are capable of a lot more. One example, Marva Collins took inner city Chicago kids who failed in public schools and treated them like geniuses. The 4-year-olds were writing sentences, and second graders were reciting passages from Shakespeare, Longfellow, and Kipling. What any person can learn in the world, almost all persons can learn, if provided with the appropriate prior and current conditions of learning. Test scores and measures of achievement tell you where a student is, but they don't tell you where a student will end up. Artistic ability can also be increased. Just because some people can do something with little as no training, it doesn't mean the others can't do it and sometimes do it even better with training. Praising ability encourages fixed mindset. It makes them not want to try harder problems. Those kids who were praised for ability started lying about their scores. Instead, you should praise effort. Like, you put a lot of effort in that maths homework. Both positive labels and negative labels can mess with your mind. When you're given a positive label, you're afraid of losing it. When you're hit with a negative label, you're afraid of deserving it. Fixed mindset students constantly ask themselves, do I belong here? Growth mindset students acknowledge their weaknesses and make it better. Growth mindset lets people, even those who are targets of negative labels, use and develop their minds fully. Their heads are not filled with limiting thoughts, a fragile sense of belonging, and a belief that other people can define them. Now, number 4, the mindset of a champion. Sports is the origin of the word natural. It's the only it's not only talent that keeps them there, it's also the correct mindset. Muhammad Ali wasn't a natural. He believed in mindset. Michael Jordan wasn't a natural either. He was cut from high school team and not in a desirable college team. Not even the first two NBA teams that had a chance. But he still kept practicing to become the Michael Jordan. Babe Ruth also wasn't a natural. He too kept practicing his swing. Wilma Rudolph had many medical difficulties, but she didn't let that define her and rose up. Naturals don't need effort. Absolutely wrong. Everyone needs it. None of these stars were born and considered gods. All it takes is effort. Have the will to become greater. Character. Take charge of the process to succeed. Almost all sports are team based. Character, heart, the mind of a champion makes a great athlete, and it's what comes from the growth mindset. Now, number 5, mindset and leadership for business. American corporations had become obsessed with talent. One like that was Enron. It pushed the workers to a fixed mindset. They did not admit or correct their deficiencies. Companies which changed from good to great had the ability to look at failure at the eye while having faith that they would succeed. They constantly asked questions. Alan Wurtzel, CEO of Circuit City, rather than pleasing the board members, used them to succeed by keep on asking them questions on what he didn't know. Great leaders don't have any will to prove themselves. They just do what they love with tremendous drive and enthusiasm. Let me show you some CEOs with a fixed mindset and big egos. Iacocca and Chrysler, after he was fired from Ford, was always wanting to prove himself to Henry Ford. He wanted to show that he was deserving of the Ford CEO spot. Even in his autobiography, he wrote, "Today I am a hero. What about tomorrow?" Albert Dunlap, who saved companies, felt he was inherently superior and did not try to learn the learnings that would have helped him. He made the companies only for profit, not so that it would last. Kenneth Lay and Jeffrey Skilling, leaders of Enron. Ken Lay thought of himself as a visionary and looked down at the very people who made the company run. Jeffrey Skilling used his intelligence to intimidate those who were dumber. He believed his genius defines him, and a genius creates value and therefore creates profit. This was not the case. Also, two geniuses with a fixed mindset can't work together. It was seen when Steve Case of AOL and Jeffrey Levin of Time Warner merged. All these people I just said had a fixed mindset and they were in charge of big companies. They ignored the small guy's view and the companies did not do that well either. Now let me share you some leaders with a growth mindset. Jack Welch with General Electric in 1980. Company initial value 14 billion. That's a lot of money. After 20 years, 490 billion. He did not set back and watched. He talked with the frontline workers, visited factories. He respected, learned from, and in turn nurtured. He was a believer in teamwork. He had humility. He changed from fixed to growth mindset. He selected employees for mindset, not for pedigrees. He had very low ego and had a desire to grow. Lou Gessner with IBM in 1993. In the late 1980s, IBM had become like Enron, but with an exception. The board members knew it was in trouble. They made Lou CEO. He attacked the elitism like Welch and he talked to most of the workers. He focused as a team. It took some time, but in 2002, he had increased the stock value by 800%. Anna Mulkey with Xerox in 1976. She took over Xerox, which was $17 billion in debt. She learned the nitty-gritty parts of a business, found the answer for her problems, also cut elitism. She was tough but compassionate. She raised the company way higher. She too always targeted growth. Thinking alike is the fixed mindset. Open discussion is the growth mindset where everyone has a say. Wrong praise is also occurring in work. We should praise taking initiative, learning something new, and etc. Negotiation can be developed. Managers can be made. Leaders also can be made. Companies in a whole can have fixed mindset or a growth mindset. And now, wait for the next video for part 2.
Concrete dreams where the neon glows. rhymes. Every block tells a tale the whole city knows. Rhythms in the shadows where the cold wind blows. Life's a gamble on these streets, anything goes. Boom bap echoes through the alleys at night. Soulful samples lift the darkness to light. Deep kicks pounds like a heartbeat fight. These gritty vibes keep my story in sight. Paint the struggle and climb. The clock keeps spinning but I'm owning my time. Words like puzzle pieces fitting tight in the rhyme. Snares punch louder than the city's own chime. Boom bap echoes through the alleys at night. Soulful samples lift the darkness to light. Deep kicks pounds like a heartbeat fight. These gritty vibes keep my story in sight. Each corner whispers a hero fell. Smooth flow cutting through the urban scale, where truths are spoken and tales unveiled. Boom bap echoes through the alleys at night. Soulful samples lift the darkness to light. Deep kicks pounds like a heartbeat fight. These gritty vibes keep my story in sight. At night, soulful samples lift the darkness to light. Deep kicks pounds like a heartbeat fight. These gritty vibes keep my story in sight.